So I know you're in our free trial right now, and so I wanted to make a quick video just to help you with the onboarding process, just in case you had any questions on what it looks like to take an existing trust account and transition it over to TrustBooks. So what I'm going to do for you is I'm actually going to take a real live trust account. We've got it in two different forms, one coming from QuickBooks to TrustBooks and one going from Excel to TrustBooks, and just show you how easy it can be to do this initial onboarding step. Just in case you have any challenges or obstacles, I'm going to help you get unstuck here. So first step, I'm on my dashboard page. I'm going to go to the Getting Started page. So in this Getting Started, we've got 3 steps. I've already gone through and updated step 1 and step 2 where I put in the attorneys, I've updated my contact information, and I've created the trust account. Step 3 is where we're going to spend time walking through this example and actually showing you how you take an existing trust account and transition it over to TrustBooks. So first step is I'm going to take a good reconciliation date, a recent reconciliation date that I've done in my old software, and use that as a carryover date or my transition date. So in this example, I'm going to pull up QuickBooks. So here's my QuickBooks file. You can see a lot of stuff going on here, but I'm going to use September 30th. So if I go under reports, I've already reconciled here in QuickBooks. I'm going to go previous reconciliation. I'm going to look, let me just minimize that a little bit. I'm going to look at my previous reconciliation as of September 30th. The key thing that I'm looking at here is this uncleared transaction activity. We want to be able to identify these. The challenge in QuickBooks right now is that we don't have these broken out by specific client. So I actually have to go to a different report so I can get these broken out by client. So I'm going to go back over here, balance sheet. I'm going to take in September 30th. So now I've got a balance sheet as of September 30th. So as of September 30th, and I've got each of my clients listed out here with their available balance. I'm going to use this with that reconciliation detail to pull this over into TrustBooks. The other thing that I've got, and this is from Excel, this is my summary page in Excel of pulling together a quarterly trust reconciliation. So this has my bank balance, it's got all those outstanding checks, and then I've listed out each of my balances. So I'm going to actually pull from Excel here and use this as my way to transition over to TrustBooks. So taking this information, I've got each individual client at quarter end, I've got my outstanding checks by client. I'm going to use that information to basically recreate this reconciliation in TrustBooks. So let's jump back over to TrustBooks. So I go under option 1, I go to new account setup. I'm going to change my carryover date as September 30th. Now for each of those clients, I'm just going to enter them in here. Matter, client name, start date. I'm going to use September 30th for all my start dates. So let's pull back open. So client VV 2750. Down here I've got an actual check, so I'm going to put that in the back of my mind. So client VV 2750. So I'm just going to put client VV. I'm going to do the same thing here. I haven't broken this out by a specific matter, and 2750. Now I'm not done yet because I got to capture that unclear transaction. That's a transaction that I wrote prior to September 30th but is yet to clear the bank as of September 30th. So in future months, we're expecting this check to actually show up on the bank statement. By capturing this data here, it's going to allow me to reconcile that transaction, that specific transaction, on future months, on future reconciliation months. So let me go and pull up that information. So 8/25/2016, 50010, 1250. So I'm going back over here. So let's say 2015, it was August 25th. Transaction, it was 55010. This was to TrustBooks, and it was 1250. Let me just confirm that real quick. 1250. I'm good. So this client has now been properly recorded in TrustBooks. I'm going to use this and I'm going to go to the next step. So in this next step, I'm going to walk through and just put all those transactions in. I'll do one more example with you, and then I'm going to fast forward and just kind of get to the end and then wrap it up with what our end conclusion is. So Next step, client WW 50,000. Client WW, client WW. I said I was going to use September 30th, so let's do September 30th. Oh, and then 50,000. And let's check, were there any unclear transactions? Client WW, no unclear transactions, no outstanding checks as of September 30th. So I'm done. I've entered this client in, no more steps needed. And now I'm going to go through and I'm going to put in the next three. I'm going to pause this and then I'll catch you back up after I've put in the remainder of the clients. So I'm just now wrapping this up. I'm entering in my very last client, so client ZZ. I've got my outstanding check, so let me just confirm this. Client ZZ 4,500, my outstanding check for 3,500, and I've got this captured here in TrustBooks. So this is going to be the end of my new account setup. So now I'm going to hit, instead of save and enter next matter, I'm going to hit save and close. This now takes me to my dashboard page. Notice the difference here. All of our latest deposits and latest payments are captured for the activity that we just entered. Now my next step is to verify and confirm the accuracy of the information I just put in. And the way that I do this is by recreating that reconciliation. So I'm actually going to go perform trust reconciliation. I'm going to hit September 30th because we're going to recreate that reconciliation that we just did. Let me enter in my bank balance. My bank balance is $71,474.50. So $71,474.50. And now I'm only going to check off the deposits because we already know that this is our outstanding checklist. We know that because those were the ones we specifically entered in. So let's see this. Clear deposits $71,474.50. My difference is 0. I've got September 30th. Everything's looking good. I can hit save and reconcile. Now it actually automatically generates a three-way trust reconciliation for me, so I can open that up just to verify that it looks good. So here's my three-way trust reconciliation. Now I can verify that all these clients, client VV, WW, XX, YY, and ZZ, match my original document that I started with. This is pulled from Excel. So I've got a great starting point. Here's my three-way trust reconciliation in TrustBooks, and I'm off to the races. I'm ready to use TrustBooks and go from October 1st moving forward, and it's as easy and as simple as that.